Welcome back. How to stop procrastinating if you want to lose weight. Now, what we're going to go over in this video applies to you if you're procrastinating going to the gym or joining the gym or meal prep or going grocery shopping, or you're procrastinating studying. But I like to focus on the health habits. That way you can apply it to other areas of your life. So anytime you're having a hard time following through with the things you intend to do and you do something else instead, this is a video that's going to help you fix that. See if you can relate to this. I saw this online. I've had a problem with focus and procrastination for about 10 years. I notice I procrastinate and then feel guilty. When I try to study, I open my laptop and immediately check other things or my phone. Sometimes I just lie down and do nothing. I can only focus for 5 to 10 minutes before needing a break to walk, eat, or drink. Click like that stuff that you can relate to. You're not the only one that's struggling with that. It's just that we want to find a way to improve that so you don't get stuck and not get the results you want. And you can lead a healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams. So welcome. If it's your first time here, my name is Reggie. I'm the founder of Fit for Freelance. I help business owners lose weight and feel their best without crash diets or guilt. Now, I have some links for you below to check out. When you're coming to solve things like procrastination, it depends on the problem and what's going on behind the scenes. And we want to take a closer look at this. Like, this is part of the live aligned method, the practice element of it. We're looking at what happened and what we can make to stay in practice and get the results that we want. So you want to look at it and figure out what you did instead. Procrastination itself isn't a behavior. The activity that you do instead is. Now, this is something that comes from my experience in positive behavior support and doing this for like 8 years, is looking at assessing the challenges that you're running into and breaking it down accurately so you can actually get results. Now, procrastination feels like something you're doing, but it's more of an environment where you're avoiding something or doing something different. But the actual behavior is what you did instead. So instead of going to the gym, you are sitting on your couch scrolling on Instagram. The behavior that someone can see you doing is the actual behavior. All right. So take a look at that, find out what you did instead, then ask yourself, what is the situation happening when you make that choice? Are you coming off of a long day at work? There's tons of examples. Maybe you're stressed out. Maybe you don't know what to do in the gym. There's all kinds of background factors. You want to think critically about that, how you're feeling, the environment. Are you hungry? Do you have decision fatigue? Did you get enough sleep last night? All of that can contribute to the behaviors that you choose and whether you pick the best one for you, the situation. So consider this critically. Take a moment to think about it. A lot of times people will just say, oh, just pick it up tomorrow. But if you don't go through this process of understanding what is going wrong, you're going to make the same mistake tomorrow and again. And this person's on year 10. Don't let that be you, right? And don't go beyond that. Take a moment to address what the challenge is directly, right? And something else to point out, they said sometimes I just lie down and do nothing. Rest is essential for changing your habits or leading a healthy life. Like, it's just a good idea. So try to aim for 7 to 8 hours of sleep and stay balanced with your activities. Like, don't always be on go. Take time to rest, and that can be your body telling you, like, hey, dude, like, chill out. You're doing too much. And that is how you lead a balanced lifestyle. Also, something else just to throw in here with my background in medical science. If you're struggling with energy levels, you might want to get your blood tested. Low hemoglobin is a common element of feeling tired constantly. So just something to keep in mind here. However, in terms of behavior management and making changes, usually problems come from one or two issues. I've covered both of these in the No Willpower Health Habit System that's linked below, that teaches you how to work with your life, not against it. So it makes it easier for you to stay on track. So take a look at that. Let's get into the essentials here. One, not having clear priorities. When you don't know what's important to you, then it's easier to not do it or do something that seems more important in the moment, more urgent, more like valuable, right? Or if something like working out or studying or whatever it is doesn't seem that important, then it's harder to do it because you're not as motivated. It's not important, literally. So make sure you take time to have clear priorities based on your mission, vision, and values. That way you can understand what's important to you in the first place. Now, I talked about this recently in a video, how to stay motivated to work out without feeling bad about yourself. I'll put that in the cards that's linked below as well. The second thing that can get you stuck in procrastinating, feeling bad about yourself is not making your desired behaviors easier to start or more rewarding or fun than other choices. If it's not easy to start or more fun, then it's harder to do because there are tons of things that are very easy to start and more fun to do. And I know this feeling too, where you open your phone to do something, but then you just open up an app or a game or something because it's really easy to start and it's fun to do, right? Once you get in there, there's all kinds of notifications that catch your attention. And then you can get off track very quickly because those apps are designed to be very engaging and fun. Whereas you have to be deliberate about how you make your health choices engaging, right? How can you make it as easy to start going to the gym as you can, or as easy to study as you can, or anything like that? Anything you're trying to change to do more often, how do you make it easier to start and more fun to do? Think about that. That's a big part of motivation. So it's easier to start and more fun to do. So those are the top two things to look out for: not having clear priorities, and then not making your desired behaviors easier to start. If you want to learn more about that, you can check out those videos linked below, that health habit system I talked about. Next, you can watch You Don't Need More Discipline to Lose Weight, You Need This. I'll put that video here. Let me know what you think in the comments. As always, keep practicing. Peace.